Hello everybody, this is Froito Bobbin here, and welcome to race number 34 of the 2020-21 NROL Siemens National Series season. This is the iconic Marine Group 250 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Yes sir, it is time for another round of the Siemens National Series, of course, and another race towards the championship in the Siemens National Series. So then, what can we expect for this race? Well, it's come down to 3 drivers at the moment. Right now it is Lexpos with the points lead, and then only just a smidge amount of points back, it is Matthew Brown and Anthony Logan. So those are the 3 drivers that you want to look out for today, as well as look out for other drivers who could add their name to the pie if maybe one of the big 3 that I just mentioned has a bad day. But of course, though, now is not the time to have a bad day. With 3 races to go in the season, now is the time to give yourself the best chance to win the championship going into the last 2 races. So that is what this race is all about. So, with all that being said, let's give the starting grid for this race. Starting on the pole is Harrison Burn, long second is Anthony Logan. 3rd is Biocom Films, 4th is Cody Goforth, 5th is Sexus, 6th is Sebastian Coquelin, 7th is Justin Haley, 8th is John Doe, 9th is Noah Gregson, 10th is Dan Hemrick, 11th is Jose Mills, 12th is Matthew Brown, 13th is Keith Rickson, 14th is Ryan Sieg, 15th is Chase Briscoe, 16th is Henne, 17th is Justin Allgaier, 18th is Austin Siddick, 19th is Ross Chastain, 20th is Sal Tomasi, 21st is Hubi Lexpost, 22nd is Greg Graff, 23rd is Austin Murray, 24th is Damon Blue, 25th is Ed Wood, 26th is DJ Reed, 27th is AJ Allmendinger, 28th is Edgar Fitzwater Sr., 29th is Emily, 30th is Casey Yannico, 31st is Maya Snyder, 32nd is Brandon Jones, 33rd is Free McShane, 34th is Nathan Munn, 35th is Michael Annette, 36th is Riley Herbst, 37th is Bernie Irvin, 38th is Bob Hunter, 39th is Shane Lamb, 40th is Wiz Schumer, 41st is Jeff Green, and 42nd is Camp Drive. Okay. For a moment I thought the game was crashing itself there, but no game crashes, please. So yes indeed, today is all about giving yourself the best chance to win the championship going into the last 2 races. And it just happens that Anthony Logan is starting high up the grid this time. Meanwhile, Matthew Brown isn't too far back. And Hubi somewhere middle of the pack. So he's got a little bit of work to do in this race. And yes, we're back at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Still in the Carolinas, but I decided to return to this track because, of course, once again, that's part of the schedule realignment. I needed some tracks that were good for racing, and Charlotte put up a pretty good show the last time we were here, so now it gets to be a playoff track. So, with all that in mind, pace car about to pull off. Andy Logan to lead them off here. Yeah, a bit of a bigger track this time. And there we go, pace car pulls off. And here we go. And green flag is in the air for the iconic Marine Group 250 at Charlotte. Harrison Burnett gets a pretty good start on the high line, but it is, of course, Anthony Logan with the low line here. And yep, Anthony Logan already going to go to the lead here on the high line indeed. And Biocom Films trying to find his way to the bottom lane as well as other guys on the bottom lane trying to come up here. But it's going to be Anthony Logan leading the opening lap here. Biocom Films has found his way to the inside, and so has Justin Haley. And already we're going 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead. Ooh, it's close. A little bit of bumping and banging between Biocom Films. And here comes Harrison Bird trying to make it 4 wide for the lead. This could be a bad mistake. 4 wide for the lead in Charlotte. And Biocom Films is squished in between these guys. as everyone's going absolutely insane, and they've hit the wall! They've hit the wall! Bioco Island Films is in the wall! And that was coming from a mile off, considering how they were racing each other. And Texodus is already done for the day. Texodus, our first DNF of the day, only lap 3, and Texas is already out of this race. And here comes the pace car. But the way they're racing, you could have seen that coming from a mile off. It's a miracle that there weren't too many other drivers involved in that. But holy moly, that was a spin indeed. So, yes, first caution of the day already. So, but that being said, though, it was a couple things we missed. First of all, we need to check out and see who actually won the race back to the line here. So Harrison Burton all the way on the inside line here. And Lear's going absolutely nuts here. And then Balcom Films just can't keep it going anymore. And he makes contact with Anthony Logan. And to the field from behind has to try to make the way around here. But it's resulted in a race back to line duel between Harrison Burton and Justin Haley. And Harrison Burton currently on the low line here. He's got a pretty comfortable lead on Justin Haley. And Harrison Burton is going to win the race back to the line here and will likely be your leader once we resume racing. And up next, let's look at the crash in greater detail, because that crash could have really been bad. So first up, let's see what happened from Anthony Logan. Well, let's look at Anthony Logan here and see the details of this crash, because this crash, while it wasn't very good, especially for Anthony Logan who's running for the championship, it could have been a lot worse for a lot of other guys. And fortunately, those were the only 3 drivers that got involved in the crash. It seems like everyone else made it through pretty well here. And let's look at your other 2 championship fighters in this one. First up, who will be Lexington Pulse, your points leader, who's looking for a good day. So we'll start a bit back, but oh man. And just as a bit of luck prevail, Ubi Lex Pulse is able to avoid all the carnage. And same thing goes for Matthew Brown. I started a little bit further up here. Matthew Brown, though, was kind of close, as for some reason I'm getting a message from Islebite, even though I don't care. Matthew Brown, he was even closer, but yeah. So ultimately, 2 of the key racers in this championship fight were able to miss the crash. But ultimately, it was Anthony Logan who came out the worst. So Anthony Logan has started right up. He was in a very good position. And now he's going to be all the way back. Other drivers got collected as well. Actually, Anthony Logan hit somebody else as well. Anthony Logan hit... Oh, my son got hit as well. But ultimately, due to Anthony Logan and his sausagery, he took out 2 Dubon Motorsports cars. Both part-time cars. Wow. So championship leader, oh dear, Freund Bobbin. The team leader could have a couple choice words to say to Anthony Logan afterwards, as despite Hubert Lexpos being able to make it through Hubert Lexpos being championship leader, unfortunately took out Balcom Fums, who unfortunately is going to get another bad race. And Texodus, who is still looking for his win. Unfortunately, Texodus not going to win the day, as his race is now done before it really even started. Such a shame. Right then, what about pit stops? Who could we see coming up pit road? Probably nobody. That's a bad pick. Oh my, that's even worse camera. Wow. Neither the pit lane cameras are any good at this track. Okay. Of course, St. Logan Bob Clown Films, as he's with to involved in the crash. So Anthony Logan, oh dear. That chicanery that Anthony Logan was pulling, that may have just that could be detrimental to Anthony Logan's season. Oh dear. That could be detrimental to his season indeed. Balkan Films, of course, part-timer, so he's not running for points, although I think Balkan Films would at least like to have a good day, but unfortunately, today is going to be another not-so-good day for Balkan Films. So let's get forward just a bit, and so both these two will be off of pit road. So Anthony Logan going to be all the way at the tail end of the last of the running cars as it takes us out of the race. So we have 41 cars remain. So Anthony Logan going to be in 41st once we're on the race start. That being said, though, it is only lap 5. So Anthony Logan still has plenty of time in this race to get back up to the lead. That's what's for just a little bit. Okay, turns out. Oh, so Cam Drive's gonna be meshed in between the two drivers that just in the crash. Alright, so let's get forward just a little bit more. I know this is a little bit weird, but you know. Alright, here we go. Pace car about to pull off. And it's time to go back racing. Feel this single file for the most part, but that stopped at least a few guys from trying to take advantage of this caution and get to the bottom lane here and make some overtakes. And Justin Haley, who was in a head-to-head with Harrison Burton, race back to the line. Although, here we go again. Noah Gragson trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. This could be dangerous. Again. Matthew Brown right next to the wall, another championship contender. And also, Harrison Burton now falling back. And Noah Gragson, now your leader in the race. Got both above guys, here comes Henne. And Allgaier come here as well. Those guys don't have a shot to win this championship, although they can have a good day. They might at least be in some contention. So right now, it's Noah Gragson with the lead, but here comes Henne. Man, just some insane racing here. However, it's not playing it safe. It's the point of the season where drivers are going to get desperate. And once again, 4 wide racing. 4 wide is something you don't see every day at these kind of tracks. Oh boy. This could end badly for some of these guys. And here comes Henne. And here we go again. Another spin. And another accident has happened. But who's going to win the race back to the line here? It's Henne versus Noah Gragson. And it looks like it's going to be Henne. As we are under caution again. Caution out once again in Charlotte. This time for a crash on the back straightaway. You saw the smoke. You saw what happened. And, well... oh, dearie, dearie me. So, time to rewind and see what happened this time. In more detail. This camera. Okay, let's go back a little bit. And, okay, start out with Nathan Amond, I think. And, yep, let's see. Oh, Spring got involved this one as well, going full wide. Of course not going to work. And oh dear, quite a pile up here. And there is Anthony Logan and Bioqualent Films and Anthony Logan for the second time today involved in some trouble. Wow, Anthony Logan just can't stay out of trouble today. And we have multiple crashes. That's why I said multiple twice. So they were just going full wide, and ultimately it was actually Cody Goforth who was the victim of this crash. It was just stuck in the highline. They were going full wide, and ultimately it wasn't gonna end well. Chastain involved in this crash. AJ Allmendinger. Many guys hitting the wall hard. Look at that. Multiple drivers involved in this one. And there's multiple guys that's gonna be the end of their day. And if you look here at this camera, you can notice that it is in the end Cody Goforth, of course, not having no control of his car. He slides back up into the racetrack. Shane Lamb able to miss him, but Winston Rimmer just behind him is going to hit him here. And AJ Allmendinger involved as well. Emily involved. Nathan Amon involved. Riley Herbst, everyone. And for the second time today, Anthony Logan and Balcom Films involved in an accident. And with that is the end of the day for more drivers, as they're just unable to stay out of trouble for some reason. So yeah, second caution of the day already. Drivers showing themselves out. Okay, so who's coming down pit road this time? So most Phil's staying on the track, of course. I think the other ones coming down are gonna be the ones who got involved in the crash. Maya Snyder, Austin Murray, Riley Herbst, Ernie Irvin, and Chastain on pit road due to crash damage. Can't drive though, getting some free spots. And how in the world did Jeff Green make it through that? Jeff Green not even pitting. He's got a bent up hood, but he's like, no, I'm not going to pit. Same for Emily as well. Emily, another one involved in that crash, also choosing not to pit. Interesting call, but okay. Alright, but we have multiple drivers that re-enter the track. Herbst. I think everyone that came on pit road that time is also now exiting pit road, and they will continue this race. So as far as who's done for the day, actually we're going to get a better idea of who's done for the day once we get back to the line here. So it's like Cody Goforth, Nathan Amond, and what? Jeff Green's still in the race, right? Huh. For some reason, Jeff Green is being... Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm confusing him with, Winston Rimmer. Winston Rimmer's done for the day. Okay, so 4 more DNFs as a result of that crash. So, let's fast forward a little bit again and get back to racing. So Chastain actually now the last one. Well, last of the running cars. Alright, so let's now watch this again. So Hennig gonna lead them off this time. And green flag back in the air. Allgaier for some reason going high. I don't know why that was. Sebastian Coquelin taking advantage of that. But as for Henne, gonna lead this lap, but of course he's got Noah Gragson right behind him. also, coming to this pack is Casey Nanico. Now, Casey Nanico, he was actually up there with the big three, but then as a result of a bad race at Atlanta, he fell back. So, could this race be redemption? Here comes Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson with a pass on Henne. And here comes DJ Reed. DJ Reed's a driver that's barely spoken about all this season. Now here he is. Ooh, Henne going high for some reason. Oh boy, more forward action not back in the pack. I tell you what's good thing that at least 2 out of the 3 championship leaders have found their way up high enough in the pack where they can avoid all the carnage in the back. Unfortunately for Anthony Logan though, on his chicanery early on, he's now in a bad spot, so we'll see if he can recover. But this race is not going to do any favors for Anthony Logan unless he can make a comeback, and I don't think he will. So Noah Gragson leading a few laps here. And DJ Reed. Ooh, DJ Reed going on the low line. And another one. Another spin on the back straightaway. And DJ Reed now in the lead here. And DJ Reed gonna win race back to line as we are under caution for the 3rd time today. Holy moly. As of the Red One Sausagery, we are under caution yet again. So you saw a glimpse of it in the background, but we're going to see it clear this time. But I believe this one involved Brandon Jones and Ed Wood. So lights on the pace car. Let's find Brandon Jones or Ed Wood. Yep. Okay, so they, again, they raced each other way too hard on the back straightaway. Oh no, Brandon Jones is being silly here. Either way, they both make contact, and Ed Wood in a very bad spot there. And Chastain is hit, and Anthony Logan, and Ed Wood goes for a spin and a slide with some sausages. And Ed Wood is now upside down due to Brandon Jones. Well then, let's now see the scope of the accident, this time in greater detail. So, Ed Wood in a really bad spot here. Baca Film's able to narrowly miss him, but Ross Chastain unable to do so. And Chastain and Emily and Riley Herbst, for some reason, unable to avoid a out-of-control Ed Wood. And that has... Oh, boy, that was... Let's see that again. So Chastain, unable to miss him. And for some reason... Yep, good job, Ed Wood. Yep, Ed Wood didn't even try there, and he managed to take out 2 other drivers. And including his teammate, Emily, done for the day. And Riley Herbst done for the day as well. But most importantly, we got to see the effect that had on Anthony Logan. As for the 3rd time today, Anthony Logan, second in the points, now involved in all 3 crashes today. So let's see what happened. And Chastain unable to avoid Ed Wood. And... oh boy. Okay, it could have been worse. Anthony Logan at least stayed out of some carnage. Okay, we'll likely have to make a pit stop here to repair the damage, but it's not bad. So, Anthony Logan still with a chance of at least salvaging some points out of today. I tell you what, for what's initially started as a 2-car spin, turned into even more DNFs. So... caution's out again, and everyone's going low here. They might... no, not pinning. They just... that's just an illusion. So, once again, let's see who's going to pit here. Not expect that many will, but let's see anyways. I would say the leaders have done a good job of staying out of trouble. That's just because all the troubles has happened in the back of the field, which is probably a good thing. Yep, Anthony Logan. And that's it, actually. And another interesting bit of information. Can't Drive hasn't had the opportunity to go a lap down because the cautions happened too quickly before he even had the chance to go a lap down. So Anthony Logan, once again on pit road, now having to repair some crash damage. And that's it. Everyone else done for the day. Ed Wood, Brandon Jones, Emily. Oh! Anthony Logan going to the garage. Is he done? Is that it for Anthony Logan? Is that his race over? Oh my goodness. Where was he? 32nd. Chastain. Is Chastain still on the track? No, he isn't. Oh boy, well. Anthony Logan. This could be the end of his championship hopes. Now he's gonna have to hope that Matthew Brown and Huber the Expos have a bad day. And I don't think they will. Wow. Skip for another lap here. So Anthony Logan now officially in 32nd. Wow. And just like that, that could be the end of Anthony Logan's championship run. Anthony Logan needed to have a good day to stay in the running, and unfortunately for him, that could be it. Meanwhile, who bid Lex Post and Matthew Brown still having very good days. Man, Anthony Logan was doing so good. So good. And then his day started off well, then it got bad, then it got worse, and now in the garage. Yeah, I don't see him coming back out, so yeah. So, that could be it for Anthony Logan. Well then, for those who are still in the race, it's time to see how they do. So once again, the pace car pulls off. And green flag in the air once again. No, Gregson again. It's like when we remember the caution as the guys are immediately racing again. Ooh, Justin Haley going pretty far down on the track. I will say this though, Anthony Logan might be out, but this could be the opportunity for some other drivers to get in. And here is Damon Blue. 3 wide. Hasn't worked very well here, but they keep trying it anyways. And Damon Blue trying to shortcut his way to the lead here. Man, they're all stuck together. Good racing though so far. And Keyshawn Richardson using the opportunity as well. And those three are still 3 wide. Despite the fact they got overtaken by 2 more drivers. And Keyshawn Richardson to the lead. Casey Richardson, a one-time winner on the season. I think. Oh, there they go again, still fighting. Fortunately, they were able to save it that time. I tell you what, though, if there's a crash in a bad spot, it could be catastrophic for this whole field. But it looks like they're going to start to play nice and, well, confidently finish this race. But that being said, though, so the drivers are going to start to become childish here. As at this point, everyone just wants to just collect as many points as they can before the end of the season. Here's Casey Nanico. And a little bit ago, Casey Nanico was up in the points. Then he fell back after Atlanta. Or Texas or some race. But does Casey Nanico still have a chance? Meanwhile, Huber Expos is quietly making his way up the field. And Matthew Burnett starting to fall back a little bit. And what is this? A race between teammates? For some reason, wow, Tyler Tomasi staying it really deep on his teammate. And the two Total Motorsports part-timers, of course, not in this race anymore. But now the two full-timers going nuts with each other. And that is wound up putting Huber Expos in the outside lane. Oh dear. Right as Huber Expos was making it up the field, he gets the door shut on him by his own teammate. Wow. A lot of drama with Total Motorsports in this race. Finds my back to the inside line though, so it's fine. No, damn Blue still trying to get around Henna. And it's taking a bit of time, but Can't Drive about to get lapped for the first time today. On lap 35 due to the cautions. The field is most single file, so it's going to be interesting to find out how quickly these guys are able to get around Can't Drive. And could somebody have a bad move on Can't Drive and cause a crash? Well, fortunately, most of the front of the field is single file, so then they're going to get around Can't Drive pretty easily. It's the back of the field that we should be worried about. So, Keith Richardson, Dan Blue immediately going around him. Henna, though, stuck on the high line. And Henna now stuck behind Can't Drive. Meanwhile, this has allowed the inside line to get a few spots here. Tyler Tomasi and Hubi Lexipulse getting around him as quickly as possible. And wow, a couple of Total Motorsports drivers now race each other. And here's no Gregson as well now with a pass on Anthony Logan. Bank Coach is in the Pokemon car. Oh boy. And meanwhile, the race for the lead between Damon Blue and Keystone Richardson. Meanwhile, there's also a race for third. Man, race happening absolutely everywhere. And to my knowledge, don't think that Damon Blue has won a race this season. Or no, I think he had. I don't remember. Not sure if Damon Blue has won a race at some point in the season, but if he hasn't, then, well, today's his best chance to get his first. Single file running up until Hubi Lexipulse, now in a vulnerable position. I don't know why he went to the island, but now Hubi Lexipulse, for some reason, letting DJ Reed get by him. That being said, though, it's going to be another good point state for Hubi. And he's going to need that points cushion going into the last two races of the season. Hubi Lexipulse though back in line. But he's got to make a bit of haste here. As of course, race itself almost over. Meanwhile, a single follow throughout the top 5. Damble has the lead. So how long until the others decide to do some sort of move? Oh, it's Casey Nanico. Casey Nanico, playoff driver, attempt to get around Casey Richardson. He's going to do it here. And Casey Nanico to the inside of Keystone Richardson. Casey Anico trying to give himself some sort of shot to get back into the championship running. It's going to be a bit of a long shot for him, but it still might happen. Maybe. Possibly. And he gets around Keith Richardson as he has Damon Blue in front of him. 10 to go. So Damon Blue has the lead. But what can anyone else do about it? Oh, Keyshawn Richardson, after being overtaken by Case Anico, is going to get back around him. And at the same time, Tyler Tomasi with an attempt to get around, well, both of these guys. Tyler Tomasi with 3 races to go, still in the search for his first Siemens National Series win. Doug Carr not too far out in front. Not sure if we'll meet him before the end of the race. We'll see. And Tyler Tomasi now starting to set the pass on Keyshawn Richardson. And can't drive not too far in front. This could impact the race. And here goes Tyler Tomasi on Keyshawn Richardson. And at the same time, just a little bit further back, Huber Lexipulse finds a bit around DJ Reed. Huber Lexipulse in a great position to extend his championship lead. Man, Huber Lexipulse having the race of his life. He may not be in the lead, but he's in a good position, at least, as far as the championship. And meanwhile, a couple lap down cars coming up. And we have another spin in the back! We're not gonna have time for a lap traffic because we were to caution once again here in Charlotte. Caution is out again with 6 laps to go. We are under caution once again, right as Tyler Tomasi gets around Keyshawn Richardson. And right as the lap traffic was about to play a role in this race, a caution comes out again. Holy moly. A late race caution to shake things up. This could be the shot that Tyler Tomasi needs to get that long-awaited first win. But anyways, you saw in the background, and I think a certain Matthew Brown got involved in that crash, but let's see. Let's see what happened. Alright, let's go back. Oh my goodness me, Matthew Brown. Oh. Right, well, let's go back a little bit. Ooh, a lot of guys involved in this one. Holy moly, another turn 4 crash. Because once again, they just couldn't calm down. Fortunately, though, one positive thing about this crash happened all the way at the back of the field. And somehow Matthew Brown fell all the way back down to 19th. So let's see what happened here. Yep, they all collide with each other on turn 4 because of course they do. And Fitzwater, last week's winner, involved in this one. And they all spin out in tandem. No DNFs though, but that is... oh boy. Man, Huber Lexipulse having a field day. His 2 closest championship contenders both involved in separate incidents in this race. Meanwhile, Huber Lexipulse in 6th. What a spectacle. So then, we're under caution. I don't expect anyone's going to pit as it's really late. Well, let's actually go back a little bit and see. Yeah, caution comes out this time. Field hooks up on the pace car. And so obviously most of the front were staying out. It's too late to pit anyways. Yeah, most of those staying out here as expected. Oh, including everyone that got involved in that spin. Oh, that's a bit surprising. So you have, oh Bob Hunter wrote for some reason. So Matthew Brown, Shane Lamb, Greg Graff, and last week's winner Zachary Fitzwater Sr. all involved in this accident. And meanwhile, Can't Drive and Mike Snyder, who have slow cars as a result of, well, I mean Mike Snyder with a slow car because of that crash, and Can't Drive slow. Actually, oh no, we're not. I don't think we're gonna have a double file restart here, as it's too late in the race. I think with 10 laps to go or something, they don't go double file for late. So let's skip forward a little bit here. Okay. So everyone here, skip forward again. And here we go. Lights out on the pace car. So we're going to have a 2-lap sprint to the finish. That is right. A green, white, checkered to complete this race. Damon Blue has been the leader for quite some time, but he's got Tyler Tomasi hungry for his first win. Tyler Tomasi is likely to not be back at Toban Motorsports next season, as he would like to focus his career on short track racing. But if Tyler could at least get a win before the end of the season, that'd be very cool indeed. But he's got to get around Damon Blue to do it. So let's fast forward just a little bit here. And here we go. Green, white, checkered finish. What is going to happen here? Green flag in the air once again. Damon Blue gets a pretty good start here, but Tyler Tomasi also... Actually, a lot of the guys got a good start. Yeah, nobody got a good start, actually. Everyone's got the same start. So Damon Blue trying to hold on for 2 more laps. But Tyler Tomasi is not going to give up so easily. And here he goes. Tyler Tomasi goes below Damon Blue. And actually, Hubie Lexpos does too. And here we go. White flag. 1 lap to go. It's a duel now between Tyler Tomasi and Damon Blue. And Casey Nanico up here as well. Casey Nanico looking to improve his points run. Although Casey Nanico got pretty low on Tyler Tomasi here. They're going to go toe-to-toe through the final corner. Tyler Tomasi has the spot. Casey Nanico, though, looking low. But it is not going to be enough. And Tyler Tomasi will add his list to the name of Tobamba Motorsports drivers in the Siemens National Series and will win the race, Siemens National race at Charlotte, the playoff edition. Wow. So in just this race, we had the 2 Toban Motorsports part-timers get involved in accidents, one of which didn't even finish the race. But on the other side, the 2 full-timers, as the field decided to crash into each other, the 2 full-timers had a very good day. Hubie Lexpos comes home in 6th, a long ways above his close competition. And Tyler Tomasi, Toban Motorsports rookie in the Siemens National Series, gets his first career win in the Siemens National Series. How about that? So that means 3 out of the 4 Toban Motorsports cars in the Siemens National Series have gone to victory lane this season. Tell you what, Toban Motorsports has had a great amount of momentum in these playoffs. If only we could get Russell David to get a win in the Cup Series and Texas's win as well. Well, Russell David has 3 more chances to get that first win, and Texas with 2 more chances. And now let's just say it. It would be so cool if all 6 Toban Motorsports cars in each series got a win this season. So there's only 1 car left in the Siemens National Series, and that's Sextus, who's been a bit of a wobbler. So anyways, but with that being said, though, Tyler Tomasi gets his first career NROL Siemens National Series. There's a car alarm outside this neighborhood because of course there is. But Tyler Tomasi with his first career Siemens National Series win. But still, Tyler Tomasi does not have a particularly good season, so Tyler Tomasi likely to focus on short track racing in the next year. But at least in these last few races, Tyler Tomasi was able to do it, and Tyler Tomasi is now an NRL Siemens National Series winner. So, considering the rest of the field, Casey Nichol comes home in second. A very good day for him. It was a good day for him. Not so good as far as championship standings, but at least as a race, he did pretty good. Casey Richard comes home in third, Dame Blue in fourth, Noah Gregson fifth, and Hubie Lexenpulse. This was what Hubie needed. Because going into the last two races of the season, I'm sure that is close competition of Anthony Logan and Matthew Brown are going to try everything in their power. And Hubie Lexenpulse is going to gain a whole lot of points above them, but on the bright side, Hubie Lexenpulse will have a considerable cushion going into the next two races. But of course, it's still close. Hubie's cushion that he has could go completely away next week. So, Hubie, he's got to be consistent for the next two races, and he will become champion. So then, Freeman Chen comes home in 7th, DJ Reed in 8th, Jose Mills in 9th, Chase Briscoe in 10th, Handy in 11th, John Doe 12th, Justin Stanley 13th, Michael Ladd 14th, Dingheimer 15th, Justin Allgaier 16th, Ryan Seek 17th, Harrison Bird 18th, Austin Siddick 19th, Sebastian Kunkel 20th, Austin Murray 21st, Daiquiri, Balcom Films coming home in 22nd, Zachary Fitzwater coming home in 23rd, and Matthew Brown. He was the second closest car to Hubie Lexenpulse. He's still going to be the second closest car to... Or is he? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see what the point situation looks like. But either way, Matthew Brown isn't totally out of it yet. But he's got to be really good now in these next couple races. So, anyway, Greg Rapp comes up 25th. Jeff Green 26th. Shane Lamb 27th. Myser 28th. Can't Drive 29th. Ernie Irvin 30th. Bob Ponter 31st. That's why I have Bob Ponter. But Anthony Logan 32nd. Anthony Logan, he is the furthest of the big three towards the championship lead. And this race is only going to set him back even more. What is Anthony Logan going to have to do in these next two races to get that championship? We'll just have to see. Ross is coming home in 33rd, Brandon Jones 34th, Emily 35th, Emily 36th, Edward 35th, Emily 36th, Riley Herbst 37th, Cody Goforth 38th, Nathan Munn 39th, Winston River 40th, A. Jumdinger 41st, and Texas in 42nd. Also, what a thing. So you got a Toban Motorsports car winning the race, and a Toban Motorsports car finishing in last. Yeah. Overall, a very mixed day for Toban Motorsports. They're two full-timers, did really well, but the two part-timers, not so hot. Although ultimately, Balcom Phillips never really had a shot to regain composure after this early on. He rebounded, finished 22nd, which isn't so bad. But of course, Texas was the victim of that first crash and exited the race in lap 3, so that was rather unfortunate. So, next time in the Siemens National Series is the penultimate race of the season. What are we going to see then? I have no idea. And yet, we still have one more third to last race to do, and that is the Skills Cup Series. So that is all from the Siemens National Series for this week. Hope you guys have enjoyed this race. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.